just get this going. There, ready. We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
Try this. Focus on your vision.
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here. We've got a problem.
Call them back.
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up.
Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck! Damn it! It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be bad, MM.
Hi Frost! Welcome back in. I'm just reading about this game, so we're all learning together. So I hope you're doing great. From the last we spoke today, skills. In a dialogue, some answers require the use of your skills. Your skills level is compared with that of the opponent. The higher rating wins. You cannot use a skill if its rating is 0. Using a skill consumes willpower. If your opponent wins, you gain a willpower. At the end of the dialogue, what? If your opponent wins, so I gain a. If my opponent wins, I gain something from that. But if I win, what do I gain? Continue. She has nothing to hide.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you.
MM is the reason why I got this game.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
Oh, we cleaning the house. Why her hair do that though? Did y'all see the hair? Is it a bleh? Oh, let me not hit my. Change the subject. We clean house.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
Did you say this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger.
Why they make her
Everyone
eyes
runs
like
to
that?
shelter
Her
at the
eyes
nearest
scaring
safe house.
me.
For us, it's with the prince.
Journey's eyes is
It could
scaring
be
me.
worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're
Right.
not even listening to me.
Change subject.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving the city. It took me years
She can
to
suck
build
the
my
blood out of me.
clubs. I
Right?
worked too hard to give
MM
up
is
now.
You
fine.
won't have
Okay.
a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
No,
What do you think?
because your
I
eyes
know
is
how to
scaring me.
behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool and it'll be fine.
So are we gonna play 2 hours of this? Fuck yeah, probably. Ooh,
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last.
I love how they included everyone.
The fear
Vitiligo
that
and
something horrible had
beautiful.
happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived.
Girl, there was something that happened. I told baby girl, listen. Okay. Boston. Didn't we have something that just happened? Okay, let's read about her. Bay Village and Ambition. April was born in 1970 in Boston's Bay Village neighborhood. She studied fashion in New York before leaving the train with prestigious bitch fashion house across Europe. Upon her return to Boston in 1998, I'm just upset that they didn't make these vampires a little bit older, like 1970s. But can we have somebody from like the 1800s, please? Our elegance of the creation soon drew I skipped shit. In 1998, she founded her own house of high fashion. The unique anti-conformist elegance of her creations soon drew the attention of the divas of Boston. They naturally invited April, that's her name, is April? Okay. April into their social circle, where she found herself intoxicated by their charm. April found an inexhaustible source of inspiration in the members of the Clan of Rose, the Trap. Ooh, what the fuck? Bitch, how'd I scroll down? One member of the clan was a well-known art collector whom April met and became enamored with. Their boundless passion pushed her to accept and embrace that she understood nothing about. After only a few months, however, her lover and sire quickly lost interest in her after the pride of flaunting his conquest in the most fashionable spots in Boston. Damn, he just left her high and dry. Okay, April, he just bit you and said, fuck you. He bit you and quit you. The first years of April's own life were spent alone, in solitude. She found refuge and support in one of MM's clubs, so that's how she knows MM, where she learned all about her new nature and the history of the kindred, where she met souls who were worn out by their mad hopes and suffering. The bond. It was in this club that she first met Hazel. I'm not going to say her last name. Irvison, a kindred whose embrace and abandonment by her sire reminded April of her own circumstances, so she's just reminded by him. April admired Hazel for the way she was able to turn the situation to her advantage. April offered Iverson her support and her services, In thanks of her loyalty, Hazel granted her the title of Herald when she took over the domain. So she's like she's like the queen bitch. Okay, girl. Okay, who's these other ones? And now I'm not gonna read everything. The Princess Seer, so she's like the Princess Hand. She was born in 1938. So all these show the embrace of. So she got bit in 1999. Whoa. Date of embrace 1939. That which remains. Leisha's story is nothing more than a collection of fragments due to her memory impairment. She has memory loss. She remembers that she was from France near Lyon. I don't know how to Lyon. And that Dr. Richard Dunham is her psychiatrist, as he has always been. She knows that he saved them from the war in 1939. I was about to say, how she got, so she was embraced in 1939. Both of her and her daughter, Hazley. So he said both of them, question mark? He made it possible for them to join Boston Court, held at the time by Quentin King, a child of like them. The rest has nothing but light and shadow. Leisha knows the name and sometimes even the stories of those around her without knowing exactly how or why. She remembers Quentin King, the previous prince, and his legendary obsessions. And more recently, Hazel, the first year of her rise to power. Leisha, I guess I'm saying her name, Leisha, remembers her warmly and fondly, despite only knowing her for a single year before leaving to be put into slumber at the Mobile Institution of Boston, as prescribed by Dr. Dunham. Leisha suffers from sudden visions where the present moments and possible future bleed into one another. She fights her gift in order to be fit to take care of Hazley. However, this does not serve the prince's plans. Hazel views this power as a way to master fate and bolster her ambitions. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, he is fine. Okay. What's his name? Okay, so we do got. Wow. Sorry. I'll read about you. Okay, so now we do got an old aged vampire. Ooh, he giving. I want to scratch my head and pat my weave, bitch. His name is Caleb Boazori. I'm not gonna read much about him. I'm just gonna read the first two lines and that's it. Except for the things I cannot pronounce, like the random shit. I'm not gonna try. The Imperial Throne in 1710. Ooh, he's fine. And the King of Lights gave birth to I can't even say his name. They're gonna have to say it. Shahid Sulayman, her firstborn son, my brother, whose birth name was German de French, and joined the harem of Ahmed III, Sultan of Ottoman Empire, the previous year, and quickly became his favorite. She was doing dating. I was like, bitch, I can't see this. My screen is small. She was a doting mother who was constantly concerned about the child who was destined to inherit his father's throne. For his part, was given an excellent education and learned about courtly life with his younger brother. The two brothers had very little personalities, while was quiet, stubborn, and adventurous. Mustafa was more versatile and fearful. The fall, so they had a fall. Okay, this is a lot to read, baby. I'll go back to the backstory some other time. Oh, okay, I gotta learn all about her because she's the first person we go into. Founder of the Black Rattlers. She was bitten in 1929. Whew. So I had to get off of Galeb because he was, oof. Men of Bronze, born in Harlem in 1901, MM grew up in a family of poor African American performers. What? Why are we gonna be? Anyways, let's continue. Her father, Mason, was a musician by night and a window washer by day. Her mother, Clara, sang. We sung when she was not taking care of the four children. So they were definitely musicians at heart. She's given Alicia Keys meets Beyonce meets, you know. When he was drafted in 1917, MM's father enlisted in the 15th Regiment of the New York National Guard in Harlem Hellfighters, and participated in the liberation of France. He joined a jazz band in the unit that became a phenomenal success after the war ended. I'm not even going to try to say that. Passat Studio had them record an album which would become the first jazz record to be played nonstop on French phonographs. Following this success, Mason decided to bring his family to Paris and make a living playing his music in the jazz clubs that were beginning to sprout throughout the capital. Okay, what else? I wonder when she was big. I think we might fall out. MM was 17 years old and was a dancer. I was a dancer. Okay. She spent time with the elite who would come to listen to her father, and it took a little time for her to get noticed. She discovered the Follies, blah blah blah, and their internal national shows. She auditioned for it and passed with flying colors. From all odd jobs backstage to stubbing, subbing, bitch. Where's the tea? Subbing in for other performers. She proved herself and became a headline act at just 21 years old. Her Masquerade stripper. She was a stripper, bitch. She was a burlesque stripper, bitch. What? I thought that when they was like dancing and a performer that she was just like, hey, while she was dancing with her dad at the clubs or something. But no, she was a burlesque stripper. Her burlesque stripping act took Paris by storm, making her extremely popular. MM began traveling through Europe, dancing to packed houses. In the hottest cabaret was the night, as the champagne and money flowed. She was determined and alluring, the embodiment of a free and independent woman of the early 20th century. She had a fiery temperament that soon attracted the attention of Europe's Davies, okay, to die in your arms. December 1923, that's probably when she was bitten. MM performed 8 times in the Vernacular Theater. On the last night, she was introduced to Hilda MacAndrew by the theater's director outside her dressing room. MM was immediately captivated by this mysterious artist who attended each of her performances. They spent the nights that followed in bars exchanging stories about their lives and their art, their passions and their struggles. Hilda was cultured, charismatic, and politically engaged in the suffragette movement and the women's artistic community. MM, to her surprise, fell under her spell and gave into this irresistible attraction. A passionate relationship formed from right away between the two women. Ooh, she's okay, and we became inseparable. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta find this Hilda. What happened? Hilda confided in MM and told her about her vampiric nature. Over the course of the next 3 years, for their love to endure, but also seduced by the promise of eternal youth, MM asked if to be sired by her right away. It would take yet another 3 years, however, before Hilda managed to get the Masquerade. I doubt it. She's beautiful. With the prince's blessing at last, Hilda threw a spectacular celebration in honor of her companion, whom she would embrace at the end of the memorable evening. The sound of boots. Ooh, what the fuck? Ooh, bitch. Having lived in Vanna since their meeting at the cathedral, which is going to say theater, Hilda and MM left Australia. They were in Australia. How the hell? In 1934 for Paris. Then Bordeaux, Alice, France surrender in 19. What? Alice, France surrendered to in 1940. Forced the couple to reconsider their plans. With the help of her contacts in London, Hilda managed to negotiate a crossing to Boston, her hometown. Though hesitant at first, the city's prince, Quentin King, finally granted them asylum. MM and Hilda were introduced to the court, where 50 years of intrigue would bring her passion to an inevitable end. Oh, that sucks. Damn, 50 years? Okay, well.
I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red.
If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
Let's read about this vampire shit. Vampires have supernatural abilities usually inherited from their clan. Disciplines. Some disciplines can be used in a dialogue with skills. As with skills, the higher level wins. Not all disciplines are available to all vampires. Some mortal may possess certain powers, although most have no defense against this type of disciplines. Okay, using a discipline generates hunger. Hunger has value that cannot be exceeded. This limits a vampire's use of their powers. A vampire at the hunger limits, risking losing control, attacking and feeding on the closest mortal. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna sustain our bloodlust.
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
MM. My dear MM. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
It's gonna be a long night.
Miss Lewis, welcome. Can I help you with something? Miss Lewis.
Who's she, Caleb?
Mem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
What was rule number 2?
Don't talk too much. And never talk about yourself. You don't trust anyone, do you?
Not anyone here. And you'd be wise to do the same. I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But...
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM! I won't let her get away with this!
All right. Calm down, Dejan.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dejan!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
Leave us.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Do you know what this Code Red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
What about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Counselor Drury is not here, nor is Dr. Dunham. Mr.
They've all
Vito's
got
teams
such
are
long
trying to reach
faces.
them, but
Nobody's
Hey, Abby.
no.
Hey, Ma'am.
Abby, do you know what's going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Please? I feel like I've been plopped down in the middle of a minefield.
There are rumors about Journey. Rumors about how this is all her fault. Did you know that Jay was in charge of the party?
Shit. I bet she's gonna take the fall for whatever happened.
I don't think she's involved, but we've got to be on our guard.
Ma'am, we haven't seen you here in ages now, have we?
Let's holster our weapons. I'm only here because of that goddamn code red.
Blunt and to the point, as usual.
With a bit of luck, your suffering will be over soon.
How's business these days?
Why? You wanna invest?
Don't tempt me.
I'm shocked to think you put so much as a penny into one of my clubs. They don't bring in enough for your taste, Beryl.
You're right. I'm not interested in them. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. I'm waiting for Caleb.
Sorry, ma'am. You can't come through here.
Sorry, that's not possible.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
everything okay, Mom? Penny for your thoughts?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you.
Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember?
I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
It seemed like an eternity without you.
I missed you too, Mom.
I need my sweet little monster.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So, what do we do now?
I was told to wait here, because Hazel wants to see us.
There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on.
Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
Leisha. It's been a while. Hey, MM. When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That, or she's a major drama queen.
You shouldn't make light of the situation, believe me. There aren't many of us who have experienced a Code Red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Siaka jumped down my throat! Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
Yet many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The prince shall see you now.
Hazel. Delsin.
Come in, MM. I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the Warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to.
We?
Bring Journey to me.
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince,
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now. The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, I know you'll be up to it. But we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Syl. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it, I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around. Exactly. We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it?
Yeah. Do you need me? Do you want us to...
Good evening.
Follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead. The vessels are over there. Take whichever one you want.
Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
Hi.
All freaking out.
Come on. It won't take long.
Yes.
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding? What a shitty night.
Do you think the Code Red will last much longer?
I hope not. The faster I get out of here, the better.
What? And Mem Lewis, the Black Rattler's Rose, is afraid of a handful of politicians?
God, no.
Fine. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
I'm supposed to find Jay. Do you know if she's done talking to April?
Huh. Good question. I saw her earlier, but she wasn't with Miss Bosley. She went into that alcove on your right, but that was a while ago.
Thanks.
You might want to avoid hanging around with her, you know? I've heard stuff about her.
I know, and it's not true. She didn't do anything, all right?
Fine. Sorry. Did you need anything else?
I heard the prince put together a surveillance unit.
Yeah, the cave. Mr. Leto and his team spend their nights there. It's just below us. But don't even think about going down there. It's only for sewer rats.
Miss Iverson has the top floor all to herself?
Yes, that's where she's got her office for hearings, as well as her personal quarters. Miss Bosley is the only one who has access to them.
Thanks for the vessel.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want.
Can I help you?
Do you still work for April?
Well, aren't you rude? My loyalty is with the court.
Seems like Bosley's leading you around by the nose, though.
She's got some extra responsibilities, sure, but that's it. I have my own agenda.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised. I've got to talk to Jay. You haven't seen her, have you?
No, you should ask April.
It's a good idea. Thanks for the advice. I've got stuff to do. See you later. I know that perfume. Jay.
You want to... You want to...
Take long.
Going.
Hope it's not serious.
Never liked the stuff before. Why would I want it in the blood I drink now?
Yes? Can I help you?
Let me know if I can help.
You want to... Shit.
Where did you go, Jay? Underwood and Fang. Bazori's ears must be burning. Hey, Fang.
Good evening, Miss Lewis.
Call me a ma'am, please. Did you come with Caleb?
Yes, but he's so very busy.
You didn't happen to see Journey, did you?
I'm sorry. I don't know everyone's names yet.
Miss Lewis.
Keltum and last
This can't be happening.
I swear, she was standing there, playing me for a sucker, pretending she just happened to be in the archives.
And what did you say to her?
I played dumb. I said, "As you like, Miss Abigail Naomi," and I left.
What did she take?
A page from a file about an old party that she tore out.
But why would
They
she
can't
do
hurt
that?
me.
Why now?
I wonder.
I hope he's all right.
battery's dead. I've gotta hurry. I'm not supposed to be here. That must be the card they used to open the archives. I hope you didn't forget anything, Jay. Sickle Cell. Jay always got along well with her sire. Lucky bitch. Jay was looking for a file that Jara took from the archive. Her last message to Abigail. The file. Wonder where they put it. That could be of interest to me.
Everything's gonna be fine. Calm down.
Jay, what were you doing in the archives? About a party from a few years ago. It's the one Journey asked Abigail to look at. Page 3 was torn out. There are traces of blue ink on page 2. This is the connection between the email and the file from the archives. Journey asked Abigail to meet her in an alcove at the bar. Abigail, we've got to talk. Battery's dead. Email, a message. Journey tried every possible way to reach her.
What do you want?
April, have you seen Jay anywhere?
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier. If Zeus had chosen Flower to reign over all others, the Rose would be queen. Bosley's looking for answers.
What a nightmare.
Nope. Can't go through there. It's locked. Oh, great. My shadow. Notes from the Convention of Thorns. A book about alchemy? That's a weird thing to keep.
I'm tired of waiting.
Annals on the First Inquisition. How morbid.
So, what exactly did Hazel want with you?
I'm sorry, but this is between Hazel and me.
I can't believe it. Don't you see what she's doing?
Yeah, she's asking for a little discretion, so what?
We haven't heard from anyone at the party all night. Many of our own didn't make it home. And she's still reigning through division. She's doling out information strategically. It's the worst possible thing to do in a crisis. And we needn't even mention how she treats the Primogen. She straight out refuses to see us.
She's isolating herself. It's a bad sign. Hazel's gone completely paranoid. She asked me a ton of questions.
You understand why I'm worried?
I don't need this right now. I've gotta go. I've got stuff to do.
Be careful.
Ma'am.
Took the elevator to get here. No fucking way. Shit. So this
What?
is where you've been
Oh,
hiding.
Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mem. It's a fucking nightmare. The code red is definitely because of the party. April told me Hazel was gunning for me. She thinks I'm responsible for this shit show.
So, you're hiding in Rory's room?
I'm looking for evidence. I saw that Jara had the file on the party. It's got all the contracts and stuff in it that will prove I did my job right. But I can't find them. It was my only shot to defend myself against her.
Hey, slow down. It's gonna be alright. They don't have anything on you, do they?
No, of course not. I did everything right, ma'am. I was the one who rented the place. Same as always. Rooftop, away from prying eyes. I met with Richard to organize the vessels. I arranged for limos to be sent for the Hartford Chantry. I went through the same secure limo agency as usual. They're ours, so there's no risk. What the hell could have gone wrong?
I don't know. But there's no time to think about it. Hazel wants to see you.
And she asked you?
It's gonna be fine, Jay. I'm sure you can explain everything.
I'm scared, ma'am.
Don't worry about anything. I'm here.
I'll follow you.
Leisha, it's good to see you. How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
Good evening, Delsin.
Good evening, Leisha.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No, I'm the prince. It was my decision. He is your psychiatrist, but you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
I'm searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry about him.
Thank you.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years, I have been working to heal the city's wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past. You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin King knew that.
The Mad King. I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate. I wanted them to help me understand the Chantry's hand more clearly before we signed our agreement with them. But this alert changes everything. I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long, white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me. I need to be sure that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation.
You don't trust them?
You can never be too careful. You and Delson are the only two people I trust entirely. The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something in the works.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
All right, consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today. Until then, I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then. I'll be right back.
I'm going to Ritz's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
Let's see if Hazel was right. Did Jara leave anything behind? Oh, this thing's old. Does she still use it? There are traces, but I can't break that illusion. It's much too strong. There are traces, but I can't break that illusion. It's much too strong. This is what Hazel asked me to bring her. Oh, shit. Locked from the other side. Hazel told me to keep a low profile here. This area is reserved for the prince and her primogen. Shit! Hilda's in her office. She's going to see me.
Why did you come back? Why? I only knew everything I'd done for you.
I shouldn't get too close. She might be able to sense me.
Why did you come back? Why?
other than to show that you're doing just fine on your own. If you only knew everything I've done for you. Mem.
Hilda's more concerned with Mem than she is with Hazel. I hope she'll be happy to hear that. The other advisors might be hiding things from her. Richard's apartment. He didn't change a thing, as usual.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
Richard always liked masks. Like all children of Malkov. Ugh, impossible. It's locked.
character. Okay, so we are back playing. That was Vampire Masquerade. I don't think that I will be picking this game up. I will probably be waiting for PlayStation Trials to play this game. I mean, not PlayStation Trial, but PlayStation Premium to get this on Premium. I don't see myself paying $64 in general or $20 to pick up this game, even though it's a steal for that price. I just don't see myself paying that for this. I don't know. It's the lowest possible it could be. There were parts of the game that felt very bland. As far as I'm used to as a story game, nothing really intrigued me to stand out and be like, this is the game that I wanted to play. I do apologize to everybody that I think that I hit mute. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but I want to say hi to Frosty and hi to Yuri. I'm sorry it was muted if you didn't hear me. But yeah, this game was fun, but the reason why I won't be picking up is because it just felt clunky in parts. Some of the things like running wasn't explained to you. Certain things like skills to progress was kind of unique and great. That's a pro and a con. The character customization or the characters preset selections are, in general, of the storytelling. The eyes felt off. I don't know if y'all could hear me or not, but I felt like the eyes when they were looking at you were horrible. I read all the story in the beginning. I do feel like the one character that is the box character of this game we got to know as MM. I feel like playing her was great and stuff, but none of the story made me really want to jump into it and be like, okay, I want to see this through as other games, as other visual novels that I've played in the past. This would probably be a game that I'd probably pick up for $15, less than $20. I just don't see myself paying that extra tax, like $22, for a game that just feels unpolished and not really finished. As you can see, like the vampire and the seduction was beautiful in the story. I did like, I think his name is Gavin. He was really giving me, I was like in love with him. And the main character, one of the characters, MM. But as far as Journey and the other characters, like Hazel and everyone was concerned, I didn't feel invested in them. And I didn't feel the need to be like, oh, I'm going to get this game. I am, however, excited that PlayStation allowed me to have this trial for 2 hours to try it out. I do suggest those who can get premium on a discount to pick up PlayStation 5 Premium. It will allow you to play certain games on trial to see before you buy it. 2 hours, actually. And I felt like this game is a no for me. It's if I had to compare it to all the other visual novels like Heavy Rain and I wouldn't say that was like a visual novel, but you all will see what I'm saying. And it's another game that I played before this. It just feels like a no to me. As far as Deathloop or whatever it's called, it was a great game. It impacted you. You feel like your choices as that protagonist was your choices, and these 4, I believe, protagonists felt very rushed and unpolished. We seen like one of the servants was like running into the wall, and when I talked to him, I just wanted to see if I could unglitch him, and no, I couldn't. And if I bought this game, obviously it would have released the trial to me and instead, but I don't think that this is a game that I would even recommend to anybody play unless they're really into vampires heavily like I am and want to see it through. I did play the other game that's from this franchise, that was the vampire game in general, and then this was the spin-off from that and the continuation from that, leading off in new stories and branches of that. And I felt like the only interesting characters were the ones that they actually made alluring, like Sebastian and MM. I don't think anybody else's names besides Hazel and the Prince was rememberable in this. In this regards, I just felt like, I don't know. It felt like, when is it going to ever pick up? And for the longest time, they didn't tell me. They could tell me like the tutorial about how to play this character and how to do this. However, like when to run, they never explained that. It wasn't in the controls. I just was like clicking buttons, and I was like, maybe circle, because that's the same kind of thing in the Soul series. You press circle to run or like whatever. And that kind of felt weird to me, and the character like selection, it felt weird to me. So without further ado, I hope everybody enjoyed this. I experienced if you are planning on picking up the game or not and was watching this just to see if you should or not. It's up to you. It's only $20, so that's your choice. I, however, probably won't be picking this up. I was fighting myself, and I was like, let me try this demo, and I probably would wait for it to come free. I hope that it does, maybe, later on, but no, it's a no for me. It's a huge 100% no for me. But I hope everyone has a great rest of their Saturday. Happy Saturday to y'all. I will be streaming for Women's History Month on Monday on Twitch. So if you're looking for that, I will be there on this. I think it's the 13th of March. So I'll see y'all there during that time. I probably will be streaming earlier because we will be playing Wild Hearts over there, which I'm quite enjoying. We finished up Area 3. I'm probably going to play that for the remainder of tonight. But yeah, enjoy your rest of your day, and I'll see you Monday for Moody Moaning Monday over on Twitch. Take care. Bye.